Most people see aging as a slow loss, less energy, less relevance, less value. But what if that belief is completely wrong? What if aging is not a decline, but your greatest advantage? When you are young, life is often filled with noise, pressure to succeed, constant comparison, the need to prove yourself. The mind is busy, restless, always chasing something more. But as time passes, something begins to change. You start to see more clearly. You understand what truly matters. You no longer need to follow every expectation. This is not loss. This is clarity. You are not becoming less. You are becoming more aware. And in that awareness, there is a quiet strength that many people never reach. Today, you'll learn how to use this stage of life to find deeper peace, stronger presence, and a more meaningful way of living. In today's world, value is often measured by speed, productivity, and visibility. Who is moving faster? Who is achieving more? Who is being seen? Because of this, many people begin to believe that as they grow older, they are slowly becoming less important, less relevant, left behind. But this belief is not truth. It is a story created by a society that only values outward success. When the focus is always on doing, achieving, competing, proving, it is easy to feel like your worth decreases when you slow down. But the Buddha taught a different way of seeing. He pointed not to what we do, but to what we understand. Aging does not take away your value. It changes the kind of value you carry. Instead of speed, you gain perspective. Instead of urgency, you gain clarity. Instead of constant striving, you gain understanding. This is not a loss, it is a refinement. There is a deep difference between external success and inner clarity. External success depends on the world. It rises and falls with circumstances. But inner clarity comes from experience, from seeing life as it is, from understanding what truly matters. And this kind of wisdom cannot be rushed. It can only be lived. So while the world may celebrate youth and speed, there is a quieter strength that comes with age, a steady presence, a calm mind, a deeper awareness. And this leads to an important insight. True value is not found in how much you do, but in how deeply you are. When you shift from doing to being, you step out of comparison, and you begin to discover a peace that does not depend on time. The Buddha taught the middle way, a path between extremes, not too attached, not too detached. In modern life, we often move between two extremes without realizing it. On one side, there is overthinking. We analyze everything, replay conversations, worry about outcomes, and become trapped in the mind. On the other side, there is suppression. We ignore feelings, avoid discomfort, and pretend everything is fine. Both create imbalance. The middle way offers something different. It is the ability to feel without being overwhelmed, to think without being consumed, to experience life without losing your center. In modern psychology, this is similar to awareness. You notice your thoughts and emotions, but you do not immediately react to them. For example, a difficult situation arises. The mind starts to create stories, worry, fear, or frustration. Instead of following those thoughts, you pause, just for a moment. You observe what is happening inside. This is a thought. This is a feeling. And then you choose how to respond, not from impulse, but from clarity. This simple shift changes everything, because when you pause, you create space, and in that space you are no longer controlled by the extremes of reaction or avoidance. You become steady. This is the practice. Pause, observe, then respond. Over time, this becomes natural. You no longer swing between overthinking and suppression. You remain balanced even in difficult situations. And this leads to a powerful insight. Peace is not found by avoiding life. It is found by meeting life with balance. When the mind is balanced, it becomes stable, and when it is stable, it becomes peaceful. Non-attachment is one of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism, yet it is often misunderstood. Many people think it means not caring, becoming distant, or losing interest in life. But that is not true. Non-attachment does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. In later life, this becomes especially important. We carry many identities: our career, our roles, our achievements, even our past mistakes. Over time, these identities begin to change or fade. And when we hold on to them too tightly, we create suffering. I used to be this. I should have done that. This is not how things were supposed to be. These thoughts keep the mind stuck in the past or trapped in expectations. The Buddha taught that everything is changing. Nothing stays the same. This is the truth of impermanence. When you begin to see this clearly, something shifts. You no longer try to hold on to what is already moving. Instead, you allow life to unfold. For example, your roles may change. Your responsibilities may be different, but the awareness within you, the part that observes, understands, and experiences, remains steady. That is who you truly are. The practice of non-attachment is simple. Notice what you are holding on to and gently let it loosen. Not by force, but by understanding. When you stop clinging to the past, regrets begin to soften. When you release expectations, the future becomes lighter. And in that space, there is freedom, because you are no longer tied to what was or what should be. You are simply present. And this is the insight. Freedom does not come from holding onto life. It comes from letting go of what you no longer need to carry. As life moves forward, the direction of growth begins to change. In earlier years, growth is often external: career, achievements, recognition, and status. There is a strong focus on building something in the world. But over time, a deeper kind of growth becomes possible. Growth from within. Instead of asking, "What can I achieve?" you begin to ask, "What can I understand?" This shift opens a new path, one that is quieter but far more meaningful. The practice starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts, your reactions, your emotions, not to judge them, but to understand them. When something triggers you, pause and reflect. Why did this affect me? What is happening inside? Simple tools can support this process. Journaling helps you see patterns in your thinking. Mindfulness helps you stay present with your experience. Quiet moments of reflection help you gain clarity. These are not complicated practices, but they are powerful because they turn your attention inward, and this is where real growth happens. Growth does not stop with age. It becomes deeper, more refined, more honest, more aligned with who you truly are. External achievements may slow down, but inner understanding continues to expand, and this leads to an important insight. Inner growth is more powerful than outer success, because what you build inside stays with you. It creates peace, clarity, and strength, no matter what is happening outside. As understanding deepens, life begins to slow down in a natural way, not because you are doing less, but because you are becoming more present. Instead of rushing from one moment to the next, you begin to experience each moment more fully. A simple breath, a quiet conversation, a small pause in the day. These moments, once overlooked, become meaningful. This is the practice of presence. To be here without rushing ahead or looking back. In daily life, this changes how you respond to situations. When something difficult happens, you don't react immediately. You pause, You observe. You allow the moment to settle before responding. Your words become calmer. Your actions become more thoughtful. This creates a sense of stability, not only within you, but for others as well. People begin to feel it. Your presence becomes steady, grounded, peaceful. In a world that often feels rushed and reactive, this kind of presence is rare, and it is powerful. You don't need to teach or explain anything. Simply by being calm, you become a source of quiet strength for those around you. This is wisdom in action, not loud, not forceful, but steady and clear. And this leads to a simple but profound insight. Presence is your greatest strength. Because when you are fully here, nothing is missing. And in that completeness, there is peace. Take a quiet moment to reflect. Life is not fading, it is deepening. What may look like slowing down on the outside is often a sign of growing clarity on the inside. The noise begins to fade, and what truly matters becomes easier to see. Later, life is not a decline. It is a return to simplicity, to awareness, to truth. The Buddha taught that peace does not come from time or circumstance. It comes from within. And this means something important. It is not too late to find peace. It is not too late to grow. In many ways, this is where real understanding begins. So gently ask yourself, what if this stage of your life is not the end of something, but the beginning of something deeper and more meaningful? If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing for more teachings on calm, clarity, and mindful living.